Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Probably can't hear me over the roaring symphony. Or maybe you can, I don't know. I have no way to check such things. It's not technically true. I do have a way to check such things, but then I can only hear my own voice like 3 seconds late, and it drives me mad. Mad with power. Welcome back. I am desperately hoping that I have left myself in a position of, remembrance, as I have no idea. It's been a week. I have no idea what we were doing, or where we are. You just turned Twitch notifications back on. Hey, I'm glad to be here to test them for you. And that is so kind. Hey. Good morning. Hey, hello, good morning, and hey, in that order. It is so nice to see you guys. Welcome back. Let me adjust my chair. Finish your sentence. Let me adjust my chair. Very important for you to know. So, we are like right outside the nameless mausoleum. Is that what it's called? Where we just fought the Black Jail Knight. An hour and a half of fighting the Black Jail Knight, but we've bested them. We've died after so many pirouettes against the Swift guy. That's pretty much any Elden Ring session can be summed up thusly. You are correct. Alright, so we did that. We got like the pothead guy in the graves, which was the other thing in the main, like, plains area that I know we needed to do. We have, like, Castle Ensis here. That is probably our next official stopping point. We could head back there and continue along the progress path, and then I'm sure, like, we made it to the upper part of this castle, which I think is the first official legacy dungeon. We are now blocked at this door until we fight / find something else. / being the operative word. But also I'm sure that there's like the whole jail thing underneath it that we have not fully explored yet. I don't think we even set foot in there. So like we have tons of options is the point of this particular ramble. And then we also need to get up here in order to unlock additional map pieces. So, like, technically we should go into Gazalensis. I should go here, and we will proceed. But I kind of want to start here and go up, just to see if this is unblocked in order to get us to another map piece that I'm very curious about. So let's go there first. But let me see what in the hell I'm holding. I think we were trying out the Black Jail Knight's Great Sword of Solitude, which is very much completely unupgraded and will make me sad to be caught in a fight with at this particular time. We could switch back to our Slender Swords, or we could switch back to our double polearm, slishy-slashy, cuts for everyone build. Let me just throw these back on for now so we have something to work with. Just a little something to work with would be fine. Oh, you beat Wolverine. Yeah, the, like, Logan in the woods. I have his beast claw style, or whatever. And if you attack those ghost worms, they turn into red and blue gummy worms. Delicious! Blue raspberry flavored, I hope. Alright. Good. Ha! We've got something to work with. I would never attack my buddies, though. I'm sure eventually I'm gonna have to attack my buddies, but I love these worms. They're so cute and technically corporeal, which surprises me. I'm not humping you. I want to be clear. I was testing for corporealness, but it looks a little rude from this angle, particularly from this angle. I'll stop now. So before we get attacked by ostriches, let's race up here to the castle front. Stop looking at my front. Good morning. / afternoon. It is 6 minutes into the afternoon. I'm too late. Local time. But it is lovely to see you. Their nubby little arms. It's so cute. I love our ghost friends. Alright, we did check the tents. We've killed everyone here. At least onesies round, just in case. So do I need to go... No, I do not need to go past the bridge. I need to go this way. Also, in case I haven't told you lately,
You're beautiful.
Anyway, we're moving on. Let's head off down here. It is such a gorgeous waterfall and a big old potbelly man. With his cute little belly button. His slender, graceful belly button. His delicate, delicious, tender belly button. That looks like such an ambush. Hi. Sorry, did you hear me complimenting your belly button and you came to give me a hug? Is that what's happening? I accept. But you're gonna have to calm down first. I accept your B-button hug. Let's skid to a little halt there. Good job, Torrent. Excellent hoof work on that bad boy. I see some shacks. Have we... Yes, I remember. Being upon that back deck. I think we don't have to worry about that. And we checked under the bridge. Good, good. Eventually, we're gonna have to wise up and take down a basket man. A wicker man. Pray to God that it's not the bees. But it probably will be. Not the B button! So I can summon for this particular archway. It's probably not that big a deal. Probably not a summonable sitch. I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna run on past. We're like 2 minutes in. We're already humping and staring at belly buttons. It's gotten weird. I know. I'm sorry. I know it's gotten weird. It's a very red quality to their torches. It makes me wonder, ow, if there's some sort of special torch. You there with the flames. Stop it. You there with the executioner's axe. Keep it to yourself. They really know how to throw a party. They really know how to make a girl feel welcome. And thank you for that. But we're just looking for map obelisks. No need to get so aggressive with us. Bit of a drop. Into foggy territory, if you'll pardon my language. None of their plans worked. Certainly did not. We made sure of that. Is this a living thing that needs some serious chiropractic work? That reminds me of the pointing statues from the base game that like lead you to mausoleums. It has a very similar quality. And somebody's hiding in the bulrushes. What are you? Ah, those like militiamen. Let's find out. Oh, good job. Really good job. Shadow militiamen. Nice. Brand new category. Get a little bit of health back. Yeah, I'll take a stroll through the fog. Let me just, while I'm safe, please be safe, throw a marker on this. Not that kind of marker, every time. Alright, want to head that way. But I also want to follow these statues ever onward. You're so short. I don't mean to criticize, but God, it's hard to hit you when you're so short. That's a deer. Sorry, I got filled with bloodlust. In the fog, it was very hard to tell. I didn't mean to threaten you that way, sir. Alright, so we have a marker there. We can always get back. Mr. Bear! I brought some honey for you. Not to mention some sugar. Get over here. Sorry, you're not Halson. This must be the mausoleum the statues are pointing towards. Walked right into the biggest ambush of all shadow militiamen. One of them's got glowing eyes. Why? Why, sarcophagus? You betrayed me in my time of need. Come over here. Me and this old, broken-backed gentleman are gonna kick your ass. You did almost nothing to help. Still, I can't be mad at that face. You're gorgeous. I was expecting you to get attacked after running at that deer. By all of his deer buddies. His dear friends. It's not the button to open, but oh, I feel sprightly. Whee! They don't have the magical pointer, but they are pointing at something. Good to know. Elden Ring is how parents described their commute to school when they were kids. 5 miles uphill, in the fog, surrounded by shadow militiamen. Fog Rift. Seems an appropriate name for a place such as this. Was kind of hoping that there would be a site of grace. See if there's one down here. Unless this is just a trap to kill me. Anytime that they don't close the sides of an elevator, I assume that there's a place to jump off. Which may have been right up there. Right up there behind me. Side of grace! Hey! I didn't see you there. Technically I did. I don't know why I lied to you. Let me just quickly take a peek. Sneaky peeky. Nothing. Break all the pots and put my butt up against all of the walls, just in case. Sure. Alright, don't fall down there. That would be instant death. And so embarrassing. For everybody. Go ahead and bring this back down in case I need a hasty egress. Oh hey, I know this dungeon. That doesn't necessarily fill me with confidence that you're saying it that way. It's important to establish dominance with butt prints, yes, on all the major walls. Sort of a feng shui issue. It is so nice to see you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Map obelisks. Mopolisks? Mapopolisks. There's gotta be some combination. Already descended into potential cannibalism today. Peter won't hit his cute friends. He'll stand very close and insist that he isn't humping them. Castle insists that he isn't humping them. That is how I treat my friends. No, I swear, officer. I was just standing very close. It's gotten weird. Alright, so I tried to raise my shield in paranoid preparation. I don't have a shield, so I just made aggressive gestures. What am I looking at? What in the holy hell? You got some sort of blow dart in your didgeridoo? What the hell, man? Didgeridoo. How... Whoa, you are presenting... Denied. You're not gonna get me with that kind of behavior. How didgeridoo he? Alright, that's a new type of gargoyle that we're gonna have to watch out for, clinging to the rafters, no doubt. And every other part of me. I do kind of want to just rest again and get my health back, but we'll waste. We've got 12 flasks of Crimson Tears. Who am I trying to impress? Oh, real glad I waited. Real glad. You want to go again? Want another pump from Daddy? From Sky Daddy? Father Ceiling? There you go. Get a little pump from Father Ceiling. That was a little closer than I would have liked still. Probably do more damage quicker to them with a bludgeony weapon rather than slashing at pure stone. But hey, we're getting there. There it is. I knew there was gonna be something in this room. Activate for me, Sky Daddy. Guess it's just a safe zone. In case. For last-minute panic. I will always appreciate a safe zone for last-minute panic. I still want to raise my shield. I don't know what's putting that at the forefront of my muscle memory. Hi. Somebody's throwing homing almonds at me. Almonds. Is that a dragon scale? What are you throwing? No, I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with it. Yellow Fulgur Bloom? Why, that's vulgar. I don't really have any ranged abilities to knock him off the bridge. That's not really my bag, baby. But I'm sure we'll come around to him eventually. Let's keep going. That was large. That was a large fireball. I was sort of expecting another ceiling trap. What are you? Is that your face, or is that a weapon you're carrying? Alright, we live here now. And the good news is we'll never get cold. Sorry, pardon my blood-soaked effulgence. You're not even going to use those, 8 billion arrows that you're carrying? Do they count for nothing? Never! Those are my private arrows. Alright, this kind of looks like progress. This looks like maybe a side room. Let's dash our ass across. Got startled. It does look like it's his face, rather than a weapon he's carrying. You have no shield. Stop doing that. Man, I cannot get over the moveset of these swords. It fits so well with my cowardly tactics, and I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to switch to another weapon, preferably a new weapon type for the DLC, like those lithe, light greatswords, whatever they are. I'm gonna have to switch. You can't keep using the noble slender swords, but God, I miss them, and I love them. I miss them even though I'm holding them now. One-way trip. And Daddy ceiling spikes. Alright. One-way trip right into Daddy's ceiling spikes. Can I get on top of that? Would that be a really bad idea? Kinda looks like there's enough room. Ooh, you missed. Missed your chance. Looks like there's enough room. You there! I'm definitely gonna have some whiplash from this. It was a bit of a quick draw. And we kinda tied. Alright, now you're just gonna stop? Now you're gonna stop moving? Okay. Just in case. And we're off! Good thing I didn't have a big lunch. You there. Do you have friends around the corner who are going to attack me? I want to race right for you. But is that going to get my ass lit up by some sort of stony, fish-mouthed fireball thrower? We're going for it. Slash, slash. I don't know what that last sound was, but I feel like I should apologize for it. Do any of these people have friends? This is an intervention. Hey, there's nothing wrong with taking it directly in the face. Tell me about it. It's one of my favorite pastimes. Wait, what could you possibly mean by that? You know. You know what I mean by that. In the game, explosions. To the face. Alright, was that the bridge we went under? I'm going to assume so. But after that one dungeon in the base game where they trick you again and again and again in like an Inception sandwich of similar dungeon layouts, I'm never sure. They look like they could be perfectly normal soldiers. Probably not mini-bosses. Just perfectly normal soldiers. Just innocent men. That guy does not have a shield. And therefore, he has to die, I guess. It seems rude, but... nice. Nice move. That really interrupted my plans. Just innocent men. Why were you so late? So late in the slashing. I'm just gonna run back here. Yummy. Got quite a reach on you. Quite a reach on you, boy. Where am I? Oh, I really hoped that would kill him. Go ahead. Slash. Slash for it. And then do your follow-up. And then I'll heal. And then I'm stuck. Oh no. They almost had me. Alright, back on the bridge. Back on that bridge. Whew. This could have gone a lot better than it has. But we're alive, and we have 4 remaining flasks to deal with the real threat here. The giant mace man. Okay. That did not go well against those 2 small soldiers I mentioned. This is like a lot of big empty spaces in this dungeon. Very cavernous. I'd like to go ahead and use another health potion. What a waste. What a waste that would be. What do I actually have in terms of... Oh yeah, I gotta remember that like cures poison? Or death rot or something? Scarlet rot? I forget. Maybe all of the above? I kind of want to swarm his ass with flies. Is that an option? What was that? What was that gust? Gust of wind there. You are taking very little damage from my swarm of flies. Alright. They've got so many ashes of war equipped between the 2 of them. It's impressive. Oh! Alright, where'd you go? Did you get scared? Get back here. Black knight armor. Confidence! He almost got me with that rebuff. His rebuff buff. Okay. What did we earn for all of our clammy hands? Great Ghost Glovewort. Lovely. Great Ghost Glovely. Alright. That's not, an end to the dungeon, necessarily. What are my other options here? You dodged that big gold AoE from the inside of it, somehow. That was pure skill, baby. Total luck. I have no idea how that happened. But also, on the other hand, pure skill, baby. Alright, so where can I take a side path? I guess down. Down the great big... I don't know why. I wanted to call it something very inappropriate. I don't know about this. I don't know about the surviving once I'm down there. Clearly we have to go down there, but there better be like a... I don't even know about the surviving the drop, if I'm being honest with you. Doesn't seem to be any ledges that would help me out. And unless there's a... What's the word? I want to say enclave, but that's not the word. Unless there's an alcove! Ha ha! Right beneath me. I'm in big trouble. There's gotta be a smart way to do this, rather than just leaping down there and dying. After all of our hard work. I cannot confirm that there's a... enclave below me. But thank goodness there is. You still don't have a shield. Buddy, when are you gonna learn? Palamine. You gotta stop this. It's getting embarrassing. Alright, we got a ladder up. Presumably that's how we escape once across, but let's double check that there's no grabbables. We can always slip down the ladder quickly. If we survive. What a pleasure it is to be back in an official dungeon. Those mausoleums are fun. Instant mini-boss fights, but I think this is our first proper dungeon of the DLC. And I forgot how intricately designed they are. So much fun. Alright, I assume that gets us back to a place we've already been. Though it doesn't necessarily look familiar to me. And I hear footsteps. The footsteps of something alive. Therefore, we must not have gone there yet. That could potentially be a new area, rather than just a way out, but let's continue to sweep the lower level first. Leave this as a backup. But do remember that it's there. Don't leave the dungeon without it. Alright, where do I go from here? I make it all the way across in one go. Or is that perhaps an illusory safe zone? Probably not worth risking the detour if it's not a safe zone. So I'm gonna try running straight across. Might be a hideous mistake. Grab a little grease on the way by, and we're through. You and I, we are through. Another elevator. Ever into the fog. Fogging hell, that's deep. Doing the same thing. Steak of America. Not great news, but also thank you. Quick check up here. Never know. One lonely candle. I like my steak rare. Marerica. Okay. We have the safety of a steak. Let us then proceed with confidence into the mouth of the many, many gargoyles that await us. Seems familiar. Staircase with a little hidden area behind. You know, in one of the dungeons of the base game, there was a false wall in a piece of dungeon that looked very similar to this. Rada rada fruit. I'm assuming that's another one of those. Spellcasters. Should probably race right in there and remove it from play. 2 paths forward. Stay out of this guy's line of sight for as long as I can. So what's the bad news? Who else does he have back there? One lonely candle was your nickname in high school. Because you were always dripping? Why? Why was that your nickname and... Why? There's your friend. We found your friend. Get off that ledge. Get off that halfway up the wall ledge. Stop being weird. You almost got me. You almost got me with that. But at the last minute, denied. Okay. Okay. I don't trust it. I don't trust that to be all. But I'm gonna have to get used to disappointment. Alright. Ew. Which was my nickname in high school. Ew. Interesting. Not a lot of cover. Not a lot of cover on the way down. Ooh, and bouncy. That's fun. That's a fun little... Suddenly not bouncy? Was that like the return volley from the first time it bounced? This is gonna add up quick. If they can bounce like twice in such a large chamber. Alright. I heard you. I heard you up there. Get off of my face. This is no time for face sitting. That is big. We're gonna have to keep hugging the alcoves. I'm down here now. What a huge dungeon this is. What a huge dungeon it be. Okay. Spellcaster, and then assumedly we go that way. Any gargoyle friends? Surprise. That happened to me too. Trying to get away from the roof trap. They knew exactly what you would do. They had me psychologically pegged. If you know what I'm saying. Wow, you're tough. You're a tough little man. Your mother must be proud. I'm gonna roast you with dragon fire. See if that helps. Yeah, that helps. Okay. Don't have enough mana to do that if there are any other slimes, so we're gonna have to figure something else out. But maybe I have a fire weapon, or a torch at the very least, that I could use for such things. For the moment, hurrah! There you are. Nothing but slimes. Alright, I mean, I guess we have time. There's also some on the roof. Gonna have to watch out for that. At least 2 of them up there. Seemingly none that I walked right into in here. I'm grateful for that. Alright, how much time do I have to look at my inventory for fire weapons before he catches up? Scorpion Stinger. Looking for something with a passive flame effect. I should probably check to make sure he's not real close to me. Oh, real close to me by now. This is fun. Alright, I'm over here now. Come get me. It would help a lot if I remembered which of my weapons had a flame effect. Got plenty of blood loss. That seems to be what I'm a primary collector of. I mean, torches as a last resort, but dude, I've got to have a flame weapon. I've got fire spark perfume. Let's try that. Just in time. Hi, baby. Yeah, that'll work. I love that this does not cost FP, or whatever they call it. It doesn't cost any F&P. It's not ideal. Could be a little quicker, but eh. I'm in no rush. Eleonora's polearm has passive blood flame. Not just blood, but flame. I could totally try that then. Because I love Eleonora's polearm. They were on the roof, and I practically forgot. In fact, I think it's safe to say I did. I did forget. Let's try Eleonora's. Hey, who? 1 second. Though I do love the perfume bottles. Thank you for saving me. Blood flame. You stabbed me. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Anyone else on the ceiling? Have a ladder to get out. Something sparkling at the far end there. Quick peek for slimes before I have to make a hasty escape that way. Alright. Who else? Sorcerer. Slime. 2 sorcerers. There's the rub. I'm gonna rub you so hard. It's also a tall chamber. Many slimes on the ceiling, but no spike trap. Okay. So the slimes are going to drop down when I get over there. Near him. I think I'll have time. But I also have to dodge whatever he's going to do. Maybe I can just get past the slime and take him out first, since that's less near the roof ambush. No real great plans for this. Not sure why I only used one of my swords that whole time. Away from the ambush. Now it's just slime time all the way through. I am a little low on health already. All right. Try Try not to put my... I thought you were dead! How dare you not be dead, in my estimations? I mean, in my estimations you were, but then, in reality, no. Alright, 2 more. 2 more upon the ceiling. Can't tell if that was a small piece of wood, or another one crouched in the corner. I think it's a small piece of wood. Alright, they're definitely going to drop if I try to get that glowy thing. Normally use it with Godskin Peeler in your left. You've been using just Eleanor's polearm in both hands, and it's been real fun to play like that. And swap to spells. You're pulling the whole Darth Maul? I approve. Dun 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 dun. Wait, that's not it. Why did that come up under my Duel of the Fates.mp3? That's not it at all. Dun 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 dun. There it is. Dun 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 dun. All right, get off the ceiling. Get off the ceiling. It's time. There you go. It's got a bit of build up to it. I'm gonna want to do a light attack so as not to be caught in the chest with a spike. Or a tongue? Not sure what to call it. To be caught in the chest with your tongue spike. It can also come out the back of you, so I don't know what the hell it is. Electro charge. That is new. Is it a miracle, I assume? A lightning-based dragon miracle? Okay. 2 flasks remain. If there is a boss at the end of this, we're gonna have to be real dodgy. Not that I'm not always real dodgy, in a manner of speaking. You're a miracle! You're a lightning-based dragon miracle. Or a dragon-based lightning miracle. I'm not sure which, but it's you! Long ladder. So I'm assuming we now want to be where that cannon-headed gargoyle was. If an option exists to get back there. We've obviously already been in this area. That's our little drop-down staircase, so this way? That's a dead end. Question mark? See if we can find our gargoyle. Oh yeah, we're back. We're back, so don't fall. Don't fall down. I would love... It's not a place to, wait for the roof spikes to come down. We'll just run for it then. I was hoping to wait for the roof spikes to come down. So don't run as far as in your head you're planning to. Don't do that. Is there another one there? I'm really gonna hope so, though I can't quite confirm. Good. Might want to just get across. Does look like there's stairs up to the spellcaster, though, so I guess we could head that way. I think we'd have enough time to get past. But it's also very tempting to just race for the opposite wall and be done with it. That was a bad idea. Last flask. I should probably switch back to my slender swords, but dun 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 dun. What? What, you got beef? That's a shame, because I was hoping for shrimp. Still, I'll take it. I'm not picky. I'm not gonna be like, no, no thank you. Gal's gotta eat. Okay, so there's another gargoyle on the other side, and then we've got side room. No potions to speak of. If we had to write home about our level of potions, it would be a short-ass letter. 2 gargoyles? He's right behind me, isn't he? Mm-hmm. I hear your little footsteps back there. I wish you'd been in my line of fire instead of way off to the back. Whew, okay. Whew. Oh, yeah. I'm hyperventilating. It's fine. I'm gonna be fine. Not an ideal situation. We're gonna have to do this again to rescue my runes, and with a hell of a lot more potions than last time. Which is this time. In the present moment. Can I make it there before you go off, or should I let you come down? I'm gonna let you come down. When are you gonna come down? How hard are you going to land? I shouldn't have been singing. So about those potions, would you mind? About those potions. Is there not like a type of grass maybe I could eat? A liver that would just fill me right up with restores HP but also poisons the user. A nice raw meat dumpling. I am in danger. Okay. I like to imagine this just on the enemy. Aw, conjure a tiny fire snake. That's adorable. So I have nothing. I have nothing. Can I be a nearby ally? Can I use my FP to be a nearby ally to myself? I must have like a healing spell or something at this point, right? There's gotta be some option. Feed to torrent. I'm sure that would work on humans. I remember so few of the items that I have and what the purpose of them is. Blessing of Marika completely restores HP and heals all ailments, but I only have one of them. Restores HP when near death. I am near death, but I think it's gonna have to be even worse in my current state. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a way out of this. Other than dying. Which, I mean, is always an option. You could always just die. Tempting. Not ideal in the current health sitch, but tempting. Broken rune. You sack of... Fine. I mean, if they gave me another statue of Marika down here, it'd be fine. I could just die and come back. But they're not gonna do that, are they? They're not gonna be that kind. 2 out of 3 times now, there's been nothing of value on the upper ledge. I'm not gonna be lulled into a false sense of security about it, though. We're gonna check every ledge. Okay, fine. 3 out of 3. Bring this back down. I really hope they might take pity on me in here. With a stake, I could kiss you, and luckily you're one of the statues that has lips. Put your face in my big hood. Okay, so we can effectively just die immediately here, and then, remember to check down the elevator, too. They do like to hide things, don't they? They do like to hide things down the elevator. as a general rule. Have you checked every room of the dungeon? Yeah? Have you checked all of the walls to see if they're illusory? Yeah? Have you checked underneath the elevator? No, I didn't check underneath the elevator. Miyazaki. Alright, what waits for us in here? One wonders. 410,000 runes, that's not too bad of a loss, right? I can't use Mimic Tear because I do not have the health for it. Fair enough. Death Knight is the name that my eyes have been avoiding. Alright, now we should have potions and health. Potions and the stuff that is inside. The skidoo tree conundrum. This whole playthrough, we've been trying to figure out a cooler way to say that. Thank you, loading screen, for bringing this to mind. I was reading somewhere that it's like... I don't know why I can't talk. The other trees are Erd and Halig. Erd and Halig tree. Which are both like Old English roots. And if you apply the same logic to skadoo tree, the C should be like an H, is what I heard in Old English pronunciation. So it's the shadow tree fragments, which makes a lot more sense in this, our realm of shadow. So in our desperate attempt to find a cooler way to say that, I think shadow tree is much cooler than skidoo. And I'm accepting it as fact. You are down with the quickness. I should have waited on that second one. Mimic, you've got to be faster to spawn in. You've got to be faster to form from the mercurial potion. Alright. I'm so glad we have a nearby stake. I've been playing Demon Souls, which I found on a sale in the background of this, in my off time, and the how do I say this? Quality of life improvements in Elden Ring are sorely missed when it comes to, like, forgiveness of dying in a boss chamber and being able to return to the boss chamber in a few steps rather than having to go through the entire freaking level over again to get to the boss back in the day. Pardon me. Alright, let me be a little bit better prepared. Mimic is great, but God, it takes so long to spawn. Especially when, he's got ranged lightning powers. Kinda have to be behind a pillar first. And even then... I keep thinking his ghostly cape is like another player, but I am in offline mode. Please catch his aggro. I beg of you to catch his aggro. Here we go. I gotta get my runes, which he is standing inside of. You are very angry at me, and I'm not sure what I could have done to prevent this. Let go. Let go, I beg of you. Oh, that's gonna be fatal. Did he heal himself, or is that the damage we did? Please tell me he healed himself. That's insane. If we did that little damage. He is a quick boy. Alright, I'm gonna do something foolish. I'm gonna put raw meat dumplings into my hotbar, because that's not gonna screw me up later. That's not gonna be a really big mistake. Mimic is fine, I just wish it didn't take all my health. Gonna peel my god skin. Try do a little bit faster damage when the opportunity allows. And get rid of this for now. Okay, I'm dual wielding. My mimic should also now technically be able to heal themselves. It's not great. It's just not great. But that's gonna be fine. Of course you do that move right off the bat. Raw meat dumpling, that's the worst place you could possibly be in the sequence of it. Fair enough. Goodbye, 410,000 runes. Mwah. Go with grace. Now we don't have it hanging over our head, at least. He did heal. Thank you for confirmation. I appreciate that. I'm not sure, with a guy this quick, if I should just go Tish and not only not take a chunk of my health out, but also have it spawn into the battle quicker. Excuse me. Got an itchy nostril. The question is, can this guy be bloodied in any sense? Because Tish is a sweet little blood loss expert, but not really the healthiest around. Try this again, but I'm going to get behind a pillar this time. Never be sure if he's going to start off with axes or with lightning. Really hoping that pillar would protect me for a second. It did not. Alright. Alright, Death Knight. We're gonna get a lucky roll of it one of these days. She is speedy. These dumplings are not helping me. That's perfect. Back down to my mimic loss, effectively. Please pull aggro. You didn't hit him. You didn't hit him with any of those. And the pillar did nothing for me. Okay, you've got aggro. Also didn't hit you a lot, but good stun. Alright. Pillar, please. I should have just backed off. Thought maybe I could stun her again and then pop the potion. Good amount of damage that time, though. Almost 5,000 in a single... What's the word? Not volley, but close. A single volley, and yet not even that much off her health bar. Impressive. Impressive stuff. I guess that's why they call her the Death Knight. Hello, nice to see you there. Sorry I've been distracted from the chat. These pillars are so skinny, they must be on keto. I could go for some thick boy pillars if it's not too much trouble. I really could. My back. My back and the rest of me. Please use your lightning. Please? Not that lightning. The other kind of lightning. It takes so long. So long. Should have waited on both of those dodges. There you go. That's who you need to be concentrating on. Did not stagger. Really hoped it would. That staggered. Good. Good mimic. You got her. All the way back to full health. I will join you in that endeavor. My mimic's about half, but she can heal now, technically. Don't do it when you're that far away. Nice follow-up. Ground zappies. Alright, about half. I'm just gonna waste a potion. Better to be alive. Mimic did heal herself. That's a new technique I picked up from a kind soul online, which I dearly appreciate. Keep slamming. Oh, let me at you. Need to find a way to be dodging during that third move, but I never am. I never am dodging during the third move. Is it a matter of, like, flasks that the boss has, or are they healing themselves with magic that is making this an infinite affair? I have got to figure out how to get out of that. I can dodge the 2 initial swipes, but the third one will always get me. Much like the rhythm. I just wanted to stagger you. I know that was a lot to ask, but it's all I wanted in the world. Mimic? Oh, Mimic! Oh. We stayed alive for a while that time. Yikes. Alright, what can we try differently? Besides just leaving. I mean, just leaving sounds pretty appealing. Right now. If we didn't have to navigate the entire catacomb over again. She might not be that susceptible to bleed. I don't know what's healing her. I'm in the middle of trying desperately to survive. I'm not catching on to what she's doing that is healing her. It doesn't feel like she's popping potions, so it must be some sort of magic lightning health that she's enacting upon her bones. We can use a different weapon, but this isn't like being resisted against necessarily. It feels like it's doing an okay amount of damage. She just has so much health. Is the boss doing holy or lightning damage? That's a good question. I don't quite know. She's a ballerina wielding frayed wires. Does the grab heal? Is that what's doing it? That could be. In which case, me providing my mimic as sweet feast material is not necessarily the best plan around. Alright, try to stay alive. Hi. Just an insane amount of health. We're doing thousands of damage every time we get close to her. Alright, watch the health bar. Yep, grab is healing. And pretty much an instant kill if they get me with it. But that explains it. Thank you for picking up on that. You could stack some talisman buffs. Buffs?! I don't know why I never use buffs, and it leads to situations like this where I die for hours. Hours at a time, without buffs. But my meager little brain does not understand the concept of buffs or pre-fight potions. I would make a terrible witcher. It behaves like a boss. Is it a boss or is it a minion? I don't think it's even an official boss. It's just a nice little mini boss. Okay, so the grab is healing. I cannot be in the grab myself, and it's real bad for me if the mimic is in the grab. I'm just gonna try what the damage is like on like a regular physical regular physical weapon. I don't know about slender swords. It would be nice to be able to stagger her more regularly. Maybe sacred relic? Or just a big-ass greatsword? Because I don't think bleed is necessarily being effective. I haven't seen her burst with mosquito juices just yet. What about that Dark Knight Doots? Doots. Dark Knight Dudes man sword. Very quick, nice reach. I did like the Great Sword of Solitude. It's not upgraded, is the problem. We would have to leave the dungeon for such a thing. So I need something that's already at maximum, preferably. Which would basically be the Sacred Relic or nothing. Let's just see if I can stagger at all with this as an option. Put it in both. Got my Mimic Tear out. So we will both be trying to stagger. I have the Wave of Gold as like an alternate. They're already next to me. Hi. Okay, that was quick. That was a quick death. Night. If I don't get the, like, random generated lightning as their first action, I shouldn't pop the Mimic. It has to be lightning to pop the Mimic. But I also don't have time to check beforehand if it's going to be lightning. But it better be. It's not. It's not at all. I need you to throw bolts at me. So many moves in a row. God, you must have stretched before the battle. Oh, you're using dragon fire. Fancy. Expecting that. Stagger, I beg of you. I beg of you, stagger. Or just grab me and heal yourself and kill me in one hit. That's kind of like what I asked for, yeah. The fact that pretty much brings them back to full health every time is a bit sad. A bit sad. Lay down some solid boundaries about no touchies. That would be great. If I could pull off the Ash of War no touchies. That would be my preference. So yeah, this is a rough one. We might want to get more Erdtree fragments before this particular event, but it's a long way back down here. I was hoping to be able to pull it off while we were present. I'm not sure what else to try. Other than, you know, the spell and item buffs, but... I am averse. I didn't try Wave of Gold. That did knock the Blacktail Knight solidly on his ass. Can other summons like Tish be grabbed? Tish is pretty limber, pretty lithe. I wonder if she would dodge it. That's a good question. No, just one of them. Don't put two swords in one hand. That's a way to sprain your middle finger. Real bad. I'm gonna try one more time with the slender swords, which is honestly gonna be the worst in terms of damage dealing that we've tried thus far. I still think their cape is a phantom every time. Where is my... What are you doing over there? What are you eating? What are you doing, Mimic? Try... Yeah, there. It's pretty damn good damage off of these. I cannot be grabbed. Pay close attention to when they're trying to grab. And don't do that. Okay. Slender swords were doing a lot more damage than my other blades. I don't know why they do so much damage, but it's nice. Your Mimic just healed itself or buffed itself. It looked like it used the raw meat dumpling, but it had not lost any health, so that was a really weird time to try that. You don't think it's even in Tish's animation to get grabbed at all? Like they are fully immune? Let's do it. That would save me from the whole first action having to be healing, too. Which I would appreciate. Give it a shot. Dear Tish. I love my own. I'll keep going with the swords, and we'll see what happens. Maybe if I just stay far away, Tish will carry the entire battle for us. With their somewhat limited health pool. Tinkle, tinkle. Alright. Got aggro. I'll try not to let her take too much damage right off the bat. You can take a little damage. You can get in there. There you go. While you're swinging, preferably. Really working on that stagger. Please heal. Also put him in gray health. That's handy. Trying for the grab, but no grabbing Tish. I like it. I like it a lot. Just have to worry about Tish not being able to heal ever. Get out of that ground range. Staggered again. If you could just grab that aggro, that'd be great. You got it. Good job. Hold still. Both went for the jump attack simultaneously. Don't you grab me and heal. I see that look in your eyes. That's not cool, bro. Gotta protect Tish. That's really getting down to the wire. In terms of Tish health. Almost had me. Really should have had me, technically. Alright, Tish is down. If he grabs me, it's all over. Not going for the second one? That would have been my only opportunity to attack, sir. Just hauling so much ass and still not really getting away. That's the grab. Watch it. I kind of felt like they were just trying to watch the health bar. I don't think they're passively healing, but I felt like the bar was lower a second ago than it is now. I don't know what would have caused that beyond just my imagination. Fair enough. Okay, so way better with Tish. Like if we could honestly just keep her alive a little longer, totally doable. These swords aren't bad for it, but if there's anything to like add a passive, an additional passive, it looks like Tish is blood flaming them, which helps a lot. That puts them into that like gray bar of health. I forget what that technique is called. the gray health bar technique. So it's like maybe we try Tish and I try to add to their blood flame. Just a touch. Just a Tish. That went way better, though. And it's so much nicer not having to heal from my mimic loss every time. And because Tish can't be grabbed, I only have to worry about myself. Mimic can heal itself is like the huge benefit. But I'm willing to live without it. Doing lightning? Great. I mean, not great. Not great at all, but we're doing so much lightning. Alright, so I gotta take any opportunity I can to keep health in Tish's body. We're both blood flaming them. Maybe get on back. Get on away from that. Alright, Tish can't be grabbed. Standing right in the lightning. Ride the lightning. Please, Pillar. Oh, you're so skinny. Tish, why did you use me as a human shield? It's supposed to be the other way around. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I think maybe if I dodge towards that instead of back, it would be a better outcome. One more try. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm sorry we immediately got stuck in another one of these endless mini-boss battles. So close after Black Jail. But here we are. It's possible, but God, they're making us work for it. Oh, America, are they making us work for it. Such a skinny pillar. Didn't need to heal, but thank you. Don't grab me. Oh, I so rolled. I rolled so hard. At least I'm alive. For now. Alright, basically back to the start of it. 2 potions down. We'll be fine. I am actively on my ass. And you're inside of me. You teleported inside of me. Felt good. Alright, now one more try. Thank you for the anonymous gift. The Kyle Tombot. Tombot? Has he gained cyborg parts? I thought that was only James. I thought only James was allowed to get cyborg parts. But now Kyle is? I genuinely don't know if Eleanor's Poleblade here is adding to the passive blood flame buildup in a meaningful way. I'd like to think that it is. But I'd like to think a lot of things that aren't true. There's also 0 reason for me to have raw meat dumplings equipped right now. If we're not going Mimic. But that's okay. That hurt me. That hurt my feelings. Should have waited. Don't you grab me, you son of a... Just barely out of range of that. Wow. Knocked you down. Really should have gone for the stab there. Alright, only did one of his twirly lightning techniques. Do not get grabbed. Good, good. How much health does Tish have? Can I just sit back here? I'd love to just sit back here. But I don't know how much health. Good, yeah, I'll wait. You take him. I'll get this nothing on the ground. What did you just do? Just got like a huge chunk of health back. That is rough. Rough from a game plan. Alright, don't get cocky. But do take advantage. Do take advantage. Crimson Amber Medallion +3. Is that like a health item? Alright, we got twin axes. We got Crimson Amber Medallion. Let me double check what that does. And thank you for your patience, goodness me. Boosts maximum HP by the utmost. What a lovely way of saying it. The Erdtree's old sap becomes amber, treasured as the most precious of jewels in the age of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. These medallions, of the largest variety, were conferred to Godwyn's inner circle of distinguished golden knights. Fancy. So that was one of Godwyn's most powerful soldiers. Now dead. I'm so glad. What are you doing down here? How is a piece of Godwyn? I guess it can appear anywhere that the roots of the Erdtree are, but are these roots of the Erdtree? Are these roots of the Shadow Tree, or are they one in the same, in fact? But either way, it's nice to see your saggy old face. Mwah! You cutie. I'm so glad we don't have to come back down here. That being said, did we find our way back to that area where the cannon-faced gargoyle was? I kind of don't think that we did. But oh well. I'd like to leave now. Having spent... how long has it been? Check my other screen. An hour and 23 minutes. Basically an hour and 23 minutes fighting that one guy. We can go ahead and leave. And if there's other items in the dungeon, I could come back later at a more powerful Shadow Tree fragment level and find them again, but I can't just leave goodies on the table. Plus, if we die now, we'll be right back there, and I have no runes, so easy escape no matter what happens. Once we find the secret... Don't forget about the roof traps, though. That would be a mistake. Give me 1 second here. I'll be right back with you. I will leave you with the booming. Get close enough to leave you with the booming. Oh, hey. I'm not sure why I inhaled so much. My coffee, though very rich and roasty toasty this morning, is making me thirsty as all hell, and I forgot that my favorite snifter here is unwashed, so pardon the delay. I had to scrub my snifter so that I wouldn't die of dehydration. I'm back. I'm sorry I've left you with such booms. My massive, heaving booms. Let's try to get back across. Hydrate or die. Alright, we're back in here. Where was that? That one room. I don't know if it was like down the pit, or if it was earlier than this. We do have a sorcerer back, which means quadruple gargoyles, I suppose. You're pogoing. Why don't you pogo to hell? Okay. I do have some flasks remaining, which is a surprise. Quickly switch back to these, provided I haven't already drawn aggro from the goyles. I have so many weapons. Oh god, so many weapons. I should probably put some of them in storage. But I like to have everything on my body. It's just a bit of a quicker kill with these bad boys. Okay, we're moving on. That's a bit far, but we'll make it. Sure, we'll make it. I don't think I want to be down the pit, but it might be down the pit, if I'm being honest with you. In a moment of rare honesty, I forgot about you. Hi. Kind of a pity that I died so many times that obviously the gargoyles are back in play throughout the entire catacomb, as I was hoping to know by the fact that that one gargoyle remains alive that we were in the right spot, and now I'll just be all confused and shivery. But I know it's somewhere around here. Please die. Oh, God, I beg of you, die. Where are you? Where are you going? Get back here and perish. And you, sneaky little corner boy, join your friends. Grave Glove Ward 6. Alright, I don't think it was back there. Though it's hard to tell at this point where there was like a sneaky ladder. It might actually be down the pit, because I know we had to climb quite a ways to get to that section. So it might genuinely be down the pit. But I don't remember why there would have been two exits from the pit. But while we're closer to it, let's verify that it wasn't down here, and then we'll end up back in this room anyway, and it'll be fine. Sorry, my memory isn't better. And I'm also sorry that my memory isn't better, which I don't think I said before. Alright, there was definitely a sorcerer down here, as well as leeches plenty. There was Miles O'Keefe. How much O'Keefe was there? That doesn't sound like fun. I don't think the ladder was there for sure. I'm trying to remember remember where we actually exited this place. I'm guessing it must have been down that way, therefore making this what we're looking for. Perhaps? Yay, pit! Pit, pit, pit! Don't question the pit! Thank you. Thank you for reassuring me. I hope this is what we're after. Because if there's some sort of rare katana down here, I will kick myself for not grabbing it while we're in the pit. That's not the ladder we're looking for. But that's okay. So that's where we just came from, and will get us back out when we eventually do want to leave. Let's check the other side, then. Do I have that? We gotta check if I have the helmet. Because I need a laugh. I mean, that one also looks quite funny, but do I have the helmet? I'm not sure how I could have so many helmets and not possess the helmet. But it kinda doesn't look like I do. I don't know where you're supposed to get that. I would really like to have it, but no. But no. There's a helmet that's like very triangular, very pointy. And I know that it has a special animation when you go down ladders. But I do not seem to possess it. Boo-hoo. Oh well. Don't just walk off the edge, you silly goose. Almost ended in tears. It almost ended in cerulean tears. Okay, so I gotta get down the hallway. I forget what beasties await us. Down the hallway. There's no other ladder down here, is there? But it was definitely in a pit. It was in a lower area that required me to climb significantly to get up to it. Maybe it wasn't, like, down this elevator? Was it in the previous... Ouch. Ow, my back. My whole back. My back hole. I got thoroughly digested. Yuck. Was there any other ladder down here? Because I know that it was in some area very similar to this, but it was not this area. Huh. Huh. Alright, let's get out. Before I die, I'm down to 6 flasks. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it, and then we're finally gonna be free of this place, and it's gonna feel oh so good. Thank you for bearing with me, though. I've almost worked myself back up to like 130,000 souls. I guess a lot of that was the mini-boss. Most likely. Alright, so headed back to where we came from, then. Let's check one level up and see if there's a similar pit. It's the tricky part of them designing their dungeons like Matryoshka dolls. Which I'm probably mispronouncing, if I'm being honest with you. Oh yeah. It might be something similar to this. Like a ladder in here. This might be what I'm looking for. And to be honest, it probably just leads back up to the Poundy platform, but we have not explored it, and therefore all possibilities remain. I think this is finally it, though. Thank you for bearing with me. Okay. So there was a guy, but he was the one from up above that I think we passed by on the lower section, so this isn't a new area. And therefore, I don't think we're in danger of having missed anything. I think we made it on top of that bridge, but it could have been an Inception bridge, a layer deeper. I'm not sure. Either way, this will get us back to the Poundy platform. Good, good. I don't need to be on the Poundy platform if I'm just trying to escape. It's probably quicker to go back to the boss chamber than it is to get back to the entrance. So let's head for that. Teleport her. And then we'll be done with this. Curiosity satisfied. Just had to double check. It's low 70s and rainy this morning, but 88 now. And you opened the car door and fogged up your glasses. Oh, you're fogging glasses. It is worrisome how deeply hot it is in the entire world right now. We are all going to die. There must be a better way of saying that. That's also true. It is very warm. Alright, almost back. I kinda just want to make a run for it, but I'll be safe. I'll be safe and do this side. And then we'll make a run for it. I did not know that was two separate spike platforms. I saw the center seam. I've seen it all. Alright, back to the exit. Thank you. You had such a hard time finding your way around this dungeon. But you've also always had a horrible sense of direction. Big same. Most of the dungeons in this game are incredibly complex by design. Like a casino to keep you inside. To keep the dead at the slot machines. Return to entrance. Let's go get a breath of fresh air, shall we? It's me. I'm the breath of fresh air. Oh, I'm so thirsty. It's a very dark roast that has left me feeling quite puckered. Not in the way that you're thinking. Not in that way. But that water is hitting the spot. Okay, we're back in the fog area where we were going for the map obelisk an hour and a half previous. Let's head for the map obelisk. Hi, Shadow Militia. I missed you. I forgot that you guys were going to respawn. And that you have poison gas, apparently. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know you possessed such magics. In your little pouch. Alright, we also have Mr. Bear. Miss Bear? Non-binary bear? Non-binary. I should just get on torrent, but I like the ambiance of this fog so much. I'm going to enjoy it. Okay. Looks like we've hit a dead end. Maybe around and back, rather than as the crow flies. Let's try the old around and back. Or maybe this is its own tight little valley with no escape. Because it seems to be forcing me back to the catacombs. Which is fair. I guess we'll have to work our way around to the map obelisk. Bear! This is hardly the time for your shenanigans. It's just a little hard to tell in the fog if there is any other point of egress. But I'm certainly not seeing one. I believe in you. Yeah, good job. Good job, Torrent. So, I guess we're working our way around. I can't wait to get up onto that verdant plateau. That place looks very high fantasy, like an elven realm. So yeah, I don't know about that. It could be that we have to work our way through the river, but I think we found our way down there, and it was like a very tall river, a very tall waterfall with no possible passage. No passable passage. So maybe just getting through the castle and onto this high road here will get us to that one, and then work our way across to this one next, is my best guess. Let us race back to our furthest checkpoint. Finally back on the progress path after these many detours. But don't worry, there will be many more detours. Alright. No memory whatsoever of where we were going in Castellensis. This way? Yeah, I think through the gates. And onward to glory. How dare you live with a splinter of health? Alright. And you, with your splinter of health, how dare? We've got Archer. Nice. You found a way. You found a way to make it work. Please die. Mm-hmm. You're very generous with the smithing stones. Thank you for that. Man, if that would be a 3-hitter, I sure would be happy. But it is not. Maybe with another shadow tree fragment. Alright, so easily pillageable things, we must be back in a new territory. I'm a little overdressed to be in this nude territory. Never know. Worth a check. Where did you come from? Are you just hiding in the bushes for me? You're just eating bones in the bushes? This is such a gorgeous area, as are they all. Art design of the entire game, but particularly this DLC, is stunning. There you are. Cliffside mage, with your soul arrows and invisible bunions. It's not what they are. I think I meant to say buddies, but I'm going with it. You are now invisible bunions. Huh? Huh? Is there another? No? Just the two? You can make it if you try. Alright, how the hell do I get you without ranged abilities? I guess you just get to live. That's fine. I can deal with that. Moonvrithil, Carrion Knight. Safe passage? Because we're dressed similarly? We're both, in a sense, Carrion Knights. So, truce? Don't you get involved. Don't you stay back there with your pointy things. Okay, so maybe I should push him into the building, and or draw him back here so that I have some cover from the arrows, or I could just go back and take that guy out somehow. Though I don't know how. Dragonfire? I don't know how. I'm going to use my Dragonfire on the Carrion Knight and see what happens. But being a Carrion Knight, you probably also have Spellcraft. That was devastating. Devastating to my pride. sturdy. Sturdy boy. That's fair. That's fair. Alright, not too many folks on the way. 2 invisible sorcerers, a dog, 3 guards. Could probably even run past them. I'm so very grateful. Another thing that I've been... What's the word? Struggling with in Demon Souls is the need to repair all of your equipment. All of your shields, all of your boots, all of your weapons. Highly damageable at all times, and I'm very, very glad Elden Ring didn't go that way. For my poor, neglected rune stores. Let me get the hit off on you. Stop being rude. I'm the guest here. Please die. Alright, got a dog and 2 invisible guys. I wish we could just get past the dog. He's a good boy. He doesn't deserve any of this. If I had some sort of invisibility cloak. Alright, Moonrithil, as I'm going to call them, Carrion Knight, presumably human, presumably fleshy as all hell. Also maybe susceptible to the wave of gold, but we'll try that as a backup. I'm gonna go totally torturous in terms of the blood loss. Peeling the god skin off of him. I can't summon, so any other layout doesn't really matter. Let's try this. Oh, hi, doggy. Oh, hi, Mark. Worth a shot. You teleporting bastards. Oh, you're just gonna take me out with your little darts, aren't you? I can feel it in my bones. Heh, ho, ha. That didn't go well. You with your little darts. Yep, no, I concede that you're the bigger man. You don't need to rub it in at this point. Come on, you still had somebody. You still had somebody, yaddy yaddy. Did not get that off quick enough. Thank you for being patient. Oh, that is damaging. Damaging to my reputation. And also physically. That is a rough sword. Can I have it if I happen to best you anytime within the next 12 to 13 hours of gameplay? We could just run past them, which is seeming more and more the only way to proceed. But I like a good human fight. Human v human. It's good stuff. It's weird just like how much more damage my slender sword seemed to do. Really wish that had nicked you just a touch. Just a little bit. Would have been great. Nice block. What was that? SPF 50? Badly timed. So many arrows whizzing past my neck bone. Do I have bones in my neck? Is that just called your spine? I don't think you have neck bones, necessarily. It's just a lot of pipes. Just a lot of pipes and tubes. Oh, hi, doggy. Goodbye, doggy. I'll die, doggy. Almost took me right out. There. Thin beast bones for my collection. Tubes! Archers, you're tearing me apart. It's very true. Very true and sad. Alright, I'm trying to remember in the 3 seconds of gameplay we've had against that Carrion Knight. Any notes? Other than just don't get hit. Just don't get hit, it hurts so bad. It'd almost be wise to have a shield equipped for this part. One down. Appear somewhere close to me. I beg of you. Ow, you with your homing. Just think if I'm on the move, I'll be fine, but those home so well. Appear close to me in the bushes. Ah, jeez. It's not great to be wasting so much time and potion. Ah, maybe this will get me up to that sneaky one at the very least. I appreciate a back door. If you know what I'm saying. What was that? What was that weird rose-colored bolt of magical energy you fired? Perfumer. That's what it was. No thank you. I said no thank you. I'm sorry I had to get so aggressive with you. Kind of manhandled the perfumer there. Alright, now leapen Sie over the gap in the wall. Leapen Sie over gap in wall. Now I just have the teleporter.
Show yourself. Show yourself or I'll cut your eyelids right off of your face.
There you are. Now why did you remain corporeal that time when it didn't work the first time? I have questions. Come back. Come back to life and answer my questions before I turn you into a flesh tornado. You sack of... Sorry, I got a little carried away. Sorry. That was inappropriate. Alright, this is our best chance to not die to the Carrion Knight, because we are not being pierced in the ass with magic arrows. How do we do this? Stagger? Like a hell of a lot of distance and stagger. I've got the perfect tool for that job. And having said that out loud, I will now die instantly. But I've got the perfect tool for that job. If I can remember where in the hell I put it. Dragon Hunter's Great Katana +9. Alright. I can't do anything else to help me out. Just stay really far away from him. Don't get hit. Also don't get pierced with magic swords. And if all else fails, just run past him, and we can cry about it later. Hi! Again, I love your outfit. Could I just have it, please, off of your corpse? So painful. Oh, God! Why did that miss? That was the perfect dodge and slash, but it did not hit them at all. There. It looked impressive as hell. I do love that we're wearing the same armor. Though I wish he also had a giant hood. Alright, we gotta speed this up. Let's get back there ASAP. And if we take damage in the back and thighs, oh well. Well, we gotta speed this up. Dog is gonna catch up to me pretty quick. And be a constant source of teeth marks in my patoot. Just gonna go around town, bring it around. Might be able to leap over that wall, even. What a lovely place you've got. Gorgeous area. Ah. Oh no. We've got sorcerers. Ow, so many spectral blades. Spectral blades in the back of me. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't a good plan. Oh, it hurts so bad. You are on top of it. What are we looking at up here? There's gotta be a way I can get far enough in to break aggro. I believe. We broke aggro from the dog, at the very least. It's just the human that kind of locks in on you and holds a grudge. Humans and dogs have always been different in that way. Mr. Tumbleweed, you gotta get out of here. This is a dangerous area. What was that sound? Like a spoken word. I wonder if that's a staircase down there. I don't think that's gonna be a good idea. We're racing on past. Gonna grab this time. Rellana. Is that someone we've known previously? I know there's like 6 M people. Not the book whacks. They're trying to whack me with their books. There's like 6 M's and there's like 6 R's. And it's hard to keep them all apart. I know there's the mistress of Liurnia has an R name, but I don't think it was Rellana. I think it was Rennala or something like that. So I'm gonna have to look at that cameo later. I should have while we were safe. But here I am running again. Can't keep me from running. I'm curious about this little ledge. Hey, get away from me. Ow. My pride. I'll just die in the bushes to the one emaciated dog. Oh, they angry. Do you have a big shield that can block bigger hits? It may take longer for the fight, but I've also found that using guard counter makes certain fights less stressful. That is a very good idea, because unprotected, it's 1 or 2 hits max in my ouchie zone. So yeah, if we're going to face the Carrion Knight directly, the shield may prove useful. Ermagerd, Erden Rung. Probably not the best time to regain stamina, but I'm here. I'm regaining stamina. I want to peek back here. Make sure this isn't a staircase. Which it is indeed. I wonder if it would just be easier to break their aggro down here. Now, is the Carrion Knight onto me? Is he carrying on? Okay, while I have just a moment's peace, which I hope remains. Get rid of this. There's gotta be like a loadout button. I forget if it was Elden Ring, where they were adding like a loadout ability at some point in time. And while I'm here, what is this cameo? What type of item? Is it a talisman, perhaps? That's the one. Enhances attacks executed after maintaining the same stance for a while. So like looking cool and then attacking in a controlled manner after being patient. Not really my forte. Not really my forte, but great opportunity to be a better person. The other thing I wanted to check was somebody was saying that... I know in the patch notes they mentioned that there's a new... Yes. A new mechanic to show you new items you just picked up, and to have a recent items tab, and it is off by default for some reason, probably so as not to anger the people who don't like change. But I have been desperately searching for that this entire time, so now we have a by recently picked up tab. That will save us so much time. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry it took me forever, and thank you to my YouTube commenter, Savior there. And whoever said it in the chat that I completely missed. This DLC has been incredibly humbling for me. I feel like all the mobs are mini-bosses. It is up there. In terms of deaths per minute, you found the new items feature super helpful, since you try to read all of the items for lore. Yes, me too. I love to catch the ones I'm interested in, which is all of them, if at all possible. Alright, we've got a sneaky chest room. You still don't have a shield, you absolute fool. Whew. It didn't bite me. So now, let's see. We'll go to inventory. New items. Wow, it's right there waiting for me. What a treat. A finely made blue shield featuring an engraving of a wolf under the moon. Excels at fending off sorceries. Well, guess what? Guess what I have to deal with right up those stairs? The wolf is the beast of the Carrion Royal Covenant, a symbol of the moon's pride that none can forget. Oh! No matter what remote lands they may arrive in. No skill. Hey! That's harsh. Didn't have to call me out like that. This was another one we picked up recently from the Death Knight. A pair of weapons made to be wielded in both hands. Is it... I equip one of them and I get two? Or do I need to kill him again to put it in my other hand? It crackles with lightning. The power of the capital's ancient dragon cult. The knight, once the personal guard of Godwyn, was also the protector of the Prince of Death's cadaver surrogate. That sounds like a very exclusive job title. Unique skill Blink Bolt. From a low stance, the body is transformed into a bolt of lightning and charges straight ahead at fulgurous speed. Strong attack performs a lightning-charged spinning slash. Why are we Scottish? One of the incantations of the capital's ancient dragon cult calls down lightning to charge the caster's nipples. While charged, electric shocks will originate from the nipples and strike the area several times. The area? Charging increases potency. Yeah, it does. The origin of incantations that bolster the body with lightning, and now a lost art in the lands between. Is that implying that there is no such skill we've had thus far? This is like a new type of incantation to charge the nipples with lightning? I like it. I mean, obviously. Armor worn by the Black Knights, servants of Mesmer the Impaler. Though the engraving above the heart is a shadow tree design, it is etched in gold. A small consolation to those forced to wage a war without grace or honor. Sorry, I'm just so glad we have a new items tab. I'm getting distracted. I'm curious. I'm curious not only about the shield that's good at blocking sorceries, which sounds pretty sweet. Pretty sweet deal. Take me to shields. Take me right to shields. Read my mind. So many items. Mesmer Soldier Shield. I'm gonna put Wolf Crest and not the Crystal Sword. No. I kind of want it to be Carrion Knight Sword, just to teach him a lesson. But that is fully unupgraded. Let's just test out a more traditional soldier build against our friend up here. You can dual wield it and have two with the axes. I'm curious about that as well. One second. guess there's not really a new items tab when you're swapping your equipment. It's just for the inventory reads, which is fun. But it would also be kind of nice to have a new items tab here. Just out of curiosity, let's check how these work. Yes. So a single item gives you 2 axes, and then what's this? Ooh, blink bolt. I like that a lot. And it doesn't take much. Whoa! Sexy. Actually very sexy. And interesting, it can only be done after you blink. I like that. That is a really cool combo. What does a light attack after you blink do? Nothing. So this is the only cool combo. Gotcha. But it is hella cool. That's fantastic. We might want to upgrade those purely for cool factor. Teach them a lesson? I wish. It doesn't look like you can summon for this particular night, though I would gladly teach them a lesson. Obviously, well, I don't know. So far in the DLC, what I was going to say, one concept at a time. Calm down. I was going to say, due to my experience thus far in the DLC, I don't know if this guy will respawn. Because so far everything that I'm like, that's gotta be a one and done, has immediately respawned. But this is like a named person. And those typically do not reappear. So I'm kind of thinking if we take them out once, we would be set for life? Which sure would be nice. Let's start it off real cheap. Real cheap-like. By knocking you right on your ass. Just use all of our FP for ass-knocking purposes. That was not a real great use of my time. Oh, you're out of flasks? That's too bad. What a shame. What a shame for you. Please don't get closer to me. This is very cheap and tawdry. But I will take it. I will take it and goodbye forever. Moonrithil's Night Sword. That sounds sexy as hell. Alright. I was very noble. If anyone asks, that was very noble and fair combat in which I didn't use any cheap-ass tricks. If anyone asks. I should be able to now switch back to a normal layout for sorcerers, and let's take them one at a time. Try not to get swarmed. Also read the description for this bad boy. Pardon me. Great sword embedded with blue glint stone. Favored weapon of the steadfast Carrion Knight Moonrithil, the twin Moon Knight's Chamberlain. She was also a friend to the trolls who served the royal family, and proudly wielded their weapons as she fought arm in arm with her gargantuan comrades. I feel really bad. She sounds like a stand-up person. A tremendous phalanx. Skill of the enchanted troll knights. Creates a defensive arch of enormous magic glint blades overhead, which automatically attack nearby foes. Follow up with a strong attack to chain this skill into a lunging thrust. Hot lunging thrust. Alright, yeah, I'm actually, like, since I'm exploring a brand new area, and particularly a close quarters castle area, a shield kind of a good idea. But no. I want to be exposed like a nerve. Alright, finally get to see what this ghost says. Hi. Oh, Marika. I beg, embrace your child, and give us a sign. How long must this holy war stretch on? I don't know. I feel like it's been maybe thousands of years, if that answers your question. For which I'm deeply sorry.
Get out of here, Parchment.
I care not. I didn't take any hits. Yeah, I was just gonna double check my health. But I think I'm full. I don't trust that corpse. Nobody waiting for me behind the door. I'm sorry, I didn't... does anyone smell burnt face in here? Is it just me? Retaliation. When I least expected it. Except that I totally did expect it the whole time. Alright, that's gonna be a problem. Yep. High five. We have a gate. And that appears to be about it. Otherwise, I'm locked in here with Sorcerer Boy. It'll be a real good time to have a small, ranged, offensive spell. If only I had such a thing. That is a rusty-ass gate. It's gonna take me a minute. Dodge! But not off the cliff. I mean, maybe off the cliff. That looks worthwhile. Where's this go? Ow. Right in the back of my face. Let's do this first. I'm assuming it might lead back around behind him. Or all the way back to the beginning. One of the two. I don't know, do Gem? That's what I get for running past that guy. I am exposed on all angles. Perfumer! No. Don't do that slash you were about to do. Do not thrust at me. And also get off the roof. Get off. You go. You go perfume the lower floors. Alright, we should be safe up here now. Though I shouldn't have said that out loud. We can drop back down into the courtyard, or can get that item. But does that trap us having to go all the way back to the beginning? Kind of, but there's no one in there to bar our progress back, so we should jump off and grab that. We make sure there's no other balconies, etc. Aha! Glad we checked. Somber smithing stone. Wiki. Alright, let's drop down. Get ourselves some items. This is a touch lower, touch less ankle breaky. Oh, thank you, barrels. Ooh, Glint Blade Trio. A worthwhile pull. Give me one moment. Be right back with you. Seeing that in the chat. Did he just say that was a worthwhile pull and then immediately turn off his camera and leave? That's none of your business. It's been a while since I've been worth a... Never mind. I have more water than ever before. Cheers. Clink. I don't know why I'm so desperately thirsty and out of breath right now. Alright, leaping down. Oh, hey! How's it going? Nice to see you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love these, main exploratory segments, working our way towards an inevitable boss. We are 20 minutes past the 2-hour mark, but I have no intention of stopping now, so... Strap in! Strap in for a worthwhile pull. In a purely innocent and family-friendly capacity, I promise. Beers are in the beer fridge. Summer has begun. Oh, that sounds like a delightful time. I'll be right there. Really disrespectful to the corpse. You've done it 3 times now. You've disrespected the corpse 3 distinct times. And if I happen to pass by the corpse again, it will be 4 distinct times. Huzzah! Really hoping that would be enough for you. That you would just call it. Oh, you've got birds. Locke's got beers. Let's go! Got the whole picnic. I'm so glad to see you guys. I, particularly with Elden Ring, have the strong wish to be playing more during the week. And I wish it was more easily possible with the agony of the work week, making it somewhat difficult to play games or think. Not that that's necessarily required for these streams, being able to play games or think. But I wish we could hang out more often, particularly with Elden Ring, where there is so much to sink our teeth into, like my ass and this dog. Thank you for the metaphor, dog. You were in the perfect distance to avoid all of that. Well trained. A good boy. I'm coming for you. And right into your perfumer's trap. Fine. Or was that just a normal firebomb? Either way, it hurt on my exposed face. I didn't even look. Mesmer Soldier Greaves. Nice. I just clicked out of muscle memory without my eyes even registering what I picked up. Don't do that. You might miss something really cool. Like these sandbags, for instance. Why do I feel like there's gonna be an angel or a bell gargoyle? I never feel safe on the top of castle walls. I have been thoroughly trained over the course of 5 games. You with your tiny needles! I will always recognize you and your tiny-ass needles. Where is this? I don't think we've gotten access to that plateau yet. So it is very tempting to just leap right off to a new area, but we won't. I can't wait to get down there. Don't fall. Don't fall. Give me your gauntlets. Take my hand. Wink. Oh, hey. Hey, friend. I'll go this way and ignore you completely. An imbued sword key. I know there's stone keys for dungeon doors, gargoyle dungeon doors. I completely forget what the imbued stone key does. It must be a similar mechanic, but I'm forgetting. I feel like I'm going to sneeze, and therefore I'm hovering over the mute button for my microphone. But maybe it's just going to viciously tease me. Which is so much worse than just sneezing and getting it over with. Okay, I'll just live like this now. Please make a decision. Either do it or don't. Ah. Alright. I kind of want to whip out my sacred relic sword for this guy, because I'm tired, and I don't want to fight you fair. I don't want to fight you fair at all. But I'm going to leave my other swords equipped in case it goes quite poorly. I should use a little bit, like two, maybe 3 strokes. Find a different way to phrase that, and then pop my flask. 2 or 3 strokes and pop it. Never mind. Shield covers a multitude of sins. And then I'm out. 2 strokes, it turns out. Ow! I rolled too soon. Really glad that interrupted him. That was a good one. Knocked him on his ass. Ooh, he was about to heal. Thank you for not. A little bit wasteful, but I feel like it. There's gotta be a site of grace coming up soon, right? You'd think? Where are we going? Yeah, 2 or 3 strokes is a worthwhile pull, in my estimation. How dare you? I'm just now noticing the icon on my map for dropped runes. Probably back near that carrion knight. I don't need them. I'm fine. Yes. I see the twinkles of respite. As they are officially called. The sweet twinkles of respite. We might be getting close to a end game. Not end game, but, you know, castle end sis. If you know what I mean. Might be getting close to the boss of this area. And I'm very curious what that may be. And even more curious if they'll let me summon Tish for it. I want to go to there. You find me a secluded tower just outside the castle walls, and I will want to go to there. That might be how we gain access to that entire plateau, though it doesn't really look like it connects to the lower ground that easily. Maybe there's a spirit spring somewhere? Or maybe it's just a halfway point for the jumping down? So, we're not worried about runes, we have a fresh site of grace, and we're at the fog wall. There is nothing for it. There is something for it. Let's rest, because I'm very low on potions. Whew, that was close. Alright, now we have full cerulean, etc. Ooh, an actual summon. What do we got here? Needle Knight Leader. Needle Knight, Needle Lead, yes, summon. So there'll be 2 people to draw aggro, provided it lets me summon elsewhere. We'll wait for Lita to join us. Hello. You're
beautiful.
Just in case. Pump them up before the big battle. Rellana, Twin Moon Knight. Oh, you're angry at me. I'm sorry for what I did. I guess I did mean it. I'm still sorry. Okay. Healthy. Running away! Running all the way away. Away from here. That was not worthwhile, it seems. Leda's about halfway dead. Is this even damaging her at all? Didn't feel like it was doing much. Yikes. Spending so much of this battle just drinking posh. We have hit a lot of times, and she has so much health remaining. An anger-inducing amount of health remaining. Hard to put sentences together when you're being spanked this hard. Okay, I don't know if I feel good about how Needle Knight Leda is doing health-wise. Nor how I'm doing health-wise, frankly. Ouch. Those are such cool swords. Leda's doing a great job at putting her into like a stun lock. That's ouchy. Okay. Yep. Alright. 2 potions left. It's not going terribly, but it sure isn't going well. Oh, man. Nice hit. Real close. Real close. I have this, like, thing stuck in the back of my head ever since original Dark Souls with Solar, the Knight of the Sun, that in order to continue his quest line at like one certain point he had to survive when you summoned him to a battle. And now every time I summon someone to help me in a battle, like an NPC, I feel like they have to survive the fight, or it is a failure. And so Leda probably isn't going to survive this fight, and I don't know how I feel about that. Is there any way that I can increase my chances? We could try double pole blades, which is always a pretty good plan. She does seem to be human and fleshy. This didn't really seem to do anything to her. Like, it hit the full wave both times. She didn't dodge roll through it. I didn't see any damage, and it definitely didn't knock her back at all. So I'm going to just try one attempt with pole blades to see how the damage stacks up, and then we'll work on it from there. Gonna take that out to lighten my burden. Where's Lydia when you need her? Leda. That's close enough to Lydia. I'll take it. Tish does seem to be a very good summon here. Leda knocked her, like, into critical hit stagger twice, but I wasn't ever close enough to actually pull it off. And I don't want to be. I don't want to be close enough to pull it off. That is such a distance. Such a distance, you... Get on out of there. Get on out of the danger zone. I would like to take as much aggro off of Leda as I can. It's a little hard at some point to tell if it's one of my allies' attacks or hers. Oh, I was close enough to do it, but I was mid-double slash. 18,000 damage at a time. Health bar on this. Kind of seems like it goes into a second phase when her swords get glowy. Like that. And also do so much damage. An insane amount of damage. Just gonna get real far away. Yikes. Oh, I didn't know there was a follow-up to that. A sequel. Alright, everyone's low health. Except for her. That was way overconfident. I was so worried that Lita was about to die and decided to take the hit. So, roughly the same amount of health. Like, we're getting close every time, if we can get lucky. Just watch out for the moons. What does that mean? What moons? I'm gonna find out, aren't I? Now that you've said that, now that you've manifested that into the reality. Watch out for the moons. Okay, we need a lucky hit. I didn't seem to get nearly as many strikes in that time. I was primarily running my ass off. I'm trying to think if there's like any other Ash of War secondary skill that I could use from a distance that would be helpful. I'm just gonna keep trying to get lucky. You know what I'm saying? Also, don't forget to summon Tish. It'd be a mistake to forget to summon Tish. For that reason, just get right on in there. Maybe wasteful, but I'm going for it. Oh man, if I had just been doing a regular attack, I could have gotten the critical. Run away and drink! Run away and drink right now! Before the worst happens. Oh, you're healing up. You with your sick little healing maneuvers. Eat my blades. Eat my steely pole blades now. Ouch. Ow. That is such a big sword. Got her into second phase, at least. That spinny blade thing Lita's doing really helps, and I kept aggro on her enough that they're in pretty good health situations, both Tish and Lita. Had a good amount of health that time. If only I had survived. Would have been nice. You about to find out? You about to find out about these moons? It's just a massive David Cummings face, isn't it? That's what this is. What a special attack. Okay. Very, very angry boss. I like it. Tish is good. I'm a little bit tempted to try Mimic, because I have more time. More time. Just a pro tip. Excuse me, so sorry. Pro tip, if the moons do show up, jump! Do not dodge. Jump the moons. So pretend to be the, proverbial cow. Gotcha. Gotcha, you proverbial cow. That's rude and hurtful. I like having this much reach. It's a little more reach than my slender swords. It's a little less damage. I don't know if the bleed is stacking up all that well. Rellana. I keep wanting to say Rennala. Rellana seems to have a pretty healthy poise bar. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that would be better to use. She is using carrion sorceries, so like that new wolf shield wouldn't be a bad idea. But it's also very much base level. What I'm tempted to try is Mimic, but I'm not going to yet. We'll get lucky. One of these times. We'll get lucky. That blood flame right off the bat is very helpful. Ouch. Oh, you made me pay. You spanked me good. Where are you sending them? Where are you sending the blades? Is it me? Is it to my home address? Ouch. Sending the blades to my home address. I felt it that time. I shouldn't have been standing there. Quickly back in. The blood blade dance is so much fun to do. It's pretty much like in exact lockstep with her moveset. Sometimes in the base game, when you did the blood blade dance, it would automatically like leap over people's attacks. It seems like she's almost specifically designed to prevent that from happening. So I shouldn't really use that Ash of War if I can help it. But it is so impressive and fun to use. Thank you for continuing to butt your head against this particular wall with me, Lita. I appreciate you. Sorry to keep interrupting your day. Summoned again. Summoned again just for him to die in several seconds. That's pretty good. Good bunch of hits. It takes some aggro to keep them alive. But not enough that I get cocky about it. No. Wrong button. Come here. Yes, actually got a critical for once. All right, run away. I've earned a sip of my flask. Gotta time that better. Alright, we're in phase 2. Health isn't terrible, but it's about to get a lot more complicated. The distance of those sword strikes. Golly. Golly, the distance. I'm gonna take another sip. I can spare it. Oh, I wish you hadn't. I wish you hadn't jumped. Fire them now. Okay, they all went to Lita. Don't get cocky. Don't you do it. Don't cock it up. Oh. Again, about that same level of health. They were pretty good. Health bar wise, I think they would have made it to the end that time. Had I only chosen to join them in that endeavor. I don't know about these pole blades. I don't feel like I'm holding up my end of the battle to the extent that I could, but I need reach, especially in the second phase. And these are one of my better reach options. I don't know what else we could try. Seems like it's totally doable with the pole blades. We'll keep at it. I really wanted to get that second critical hit, too. I gotta be right on the buzzer when I hear the donk of criticality. The thick donk. Ouch. Was nowhere near her, and yet ended up on the end of her sword, right for that combo. Ripe for the plucking. Get around. There you go. Right in the back. I wish that took out a bigger chunk. It's satisfying as hell, but I wish for a bigger chunk. That was a good bleed, finally. Maybe the only time I've seen her bleed so far. I'm gonna be real far away from you. Wow, it doesn't matter how far away I am. Okay, cool. Second phase. I guess that is the announcement of the second phase. She does the 2 large blue swipes. Alright, stay closer to me. Stay close enough for me to hit you. Would you? Do the critical. Ah, I didn't. I just kept doing doubles. Alright, run away. Run away. She's got plenty of health. You just survive. Please survive. Oh no! Moons! Ooh. Did that take both of them out? Oh good. Lita's just way over there. But it did take Tish. Lita, do you wanna join me, maybe? For the battle? You wanna get in on this, or no? I'm on my own? From here? Please take aggro. Golly. 4 remaining. Don't let her kill. Kill Lita. Don't let her kill you either. It's getting down to the wire. Maybe 2 hits? 2 hits away that time? Yikes. So very close. Hi, friend. Oh, he's giving me giving me the little thumbs ups. I never noticed that. That's so cute. Okay, that was great. That went really well. It's not gonna go that well again for some time. But yeah, I tasted it. I almost tasted the greatness. Passion fruit, if you can believe it. Think of how much relief I'd feel right now if that was it. If it was already over. If Lita had survived for 2 more hits. Alright, Tish cannot survive the moons. It seems like that's a last ditch when she hits like 10% or less health, 5%. She's gonna do those moons, and thank you for warning me. I would have died to both of those initial moons trying to dodge roll through them. I need to remember that there is a third ground slam in the rhythm of it, because that one hurt the hell out of me. I'm gonna try 1 attempt with Mimic, just to see how it goes. Probably quite poorly, but we're gonna see how it goes. Yes. Keep your dumplings. Remember to heal instantly, but not with dumplings. Ow. You're being rude. These are probably headed for me. They sure are. Okay. So Mimic might survive the moons, is my only thought here. I should really be more concerned with me surviving the moons. Bleed. Good, good. And a stagger right off the bat. Get it in there. Oh, not the front though. Go for the back when you try to get it. I thought, face! Okay, already in second phase. Lita's doing okay. Gotta dodge that one. I guess you can technically get far enough away from it. Stay far enough away for a minute. Everybody's taking a beating. Alright, watch out, Lita. Back off. Let us take some hits. Technically the Mimic, not me. But let the Mimic take some hits. Just gonna keep that aggro. Waste a potion. Here we go. All three. Mimic is alive. That might be headed for me. Double set. Ouch. Dodge some of them. Come on, Mimic. You got this. Don't prove me wrong. Yeah. All right. Remembrance of the Twin Moon Night. There's no possibility of me getting those two sweet ass looking swords, are there? What happened to my voice just then? Are there? Because that looks like a pretty kick-ass Obi-Wan and Darth Vader combined in a single style. Touch Grace immediately. Lita survived, right? I wasn't really paying attention to it, but Lita survived. It was like the ideal sitch. Mimic, much more helpful in that fight. Gotta keep switching out between me and Tish for optimal performance, but having me survive the moons and still being able to go 3v1 at the very end was, incredibly necessary. Alright, we're past it. I do gotta go. Who's constructing these sentences? I have to go. I must. Go see what that remembrance gives us. What weapon? And you can totally have those swords? Is it like the finger reader lady in the Round Table Hold? Is that where you give in remembrances? It's been so long since I've had to give in a remembrance. I cannot remembrance yet. Erdtree fragment. A monk's missive. May the best win. What is that? And who are you? Let's read our monk's missive. First and foremost, a letter with a terse message and an illustration of a monk. His hands held together. Seek me to the east if you wish to pursue the way of the warrior. When you find me, you will challenge me to a bout. There is no need for words. What would be east of here? Dryleaf Dane? In the Morth ruins? That seems a little too obvious. I'm glad we happened to grab that site of grace, but it may be further east than that. I'm not sure. But touch this grace, and is this a physical leader? The physical embodiment of the Needle Knight.
Hello again.
Hey.
Did you meet my compatriots? They're quite the congregation, from places as far and wide as you can imagine. Doubtless it have all come to blows at first glance, were it not for the charm kindly Nicola put upon us. This is what allows us to serve together, the work of a living God.
Ask about the silent monk.
Oh, that man is known as Dane. He's been in the
Dryleaf Dane.
of the kind longer than I. He might be solemn of cheer, but is a fierce warrior nevertheless. There's no cause for concern. Dane's reluctance to speak to you is no fault of your own. We've been acquainted for quite some time.
There's no need for words.
I am yet to hear his voice. Perhaps one day.
All right. Do you have anything else to say about Dane?
Oh, that man.
No.
He might be solemn of cheer. There's no cause. Dane's reluctance. We've been acquainted. Perhaps one day.
Perhaps. Ask about the horn scent.
Wondering about the horn scent, are you? True enough. In any other circumstance, he'd be at our throats.
Thank you guys for
Long
being so
ago,
patient with me.
Queen Marika commanded Sir Mesmer to purge the tower folk, a cleansing by fire. It's no wonder the
Also-
horn scent holds the Erdtree in contempt. That aside, man is by nature a creature of conquest, and in this regard, the tower folk are no different. They were never saints. They just happen to be on the losing side of a war, but it's still a wretched shame.
All right, I would also like to give you a hug, because you carried my ass through that Moon Knight battle. But I guess I can't give you a hug. I will, I guess show off my beautiful ass to you. There you go. Look at my beautiful ass. Also, thank you kindly. Sorry, I poked you right in the belly with Eleanor's pole blade. Love ya. Much love. I abandon here my heart. Is that Rellana? Or is it beyond the castle where you have dropped your heart? We're getting close to the shadow sprinkles of the tree, ever closer to the base. Which I'm sure means more powerful enemies than ever before. Oh God. That's a really interesting church, hovering there in the distance beneath the darkened moon. I can't wait. Hey, how are you?
You have a knack for timing, my fellow. I found the site of a new cross.
Did you?
Take this.
I feel like I perhaps discovered it, but could we share the scientific publishings, perhaps? A new cross map. Check in inventory. Well, we've got a recent tab for just such things. Simple math drafted by a horn scent. Reveals the locations of newly discovered golden crosses. Alright, so all the ones that are beyond Ensis. One to the south, two roughly where I am now, on the plateau, and one in the distant towering structure. That one. There is a cross there. So there's two around here somewhere, but one of them might be where I'm currently standing. So like maybe east of here is another, south that away, and one in the castle. We will want to find those for their shadow tree fragments. For sure. This is probably a good stopping point. I know we must be close to 3 hours, 2 hours, 56 minutes. This might be a perfect stopping point, but before we do that, before we foolishly stop, since we have the fast travel point for Dryleaf Dane, I'm a little bit curious about that, and I also want to go back to the Round Table Hold to check those twin moons remembrance. Two gorgeous, throbbing moons just hovering before my very eyes. You know, that one might be might be the other one on the map that we've already found, as coincidence would have it. So I'm guessing there's one here-ish to the south and one in the castle above us. Otherwise, I think we've found all marked cross locations. Doink, 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 doink. There are 4 on the initial map, and we have 2 out of 4 of these. Though I'm not sure about this one. That might be the one to the south. But I would like to check down here, in case that's a brand new area with its own map, far from us. I would also very much like to get this. I'd very much like to get that, but it'll be exciting for next time. Okay, first things first, let's go to Dryleaf Dane. I was already in the map that I needed. Don't place a waypoint. Travel to the Morth ruins. This man needs lunch. Did you just say east of here is another south? You heard what I said. I'm using those new directions. Alright, so a man of few words. He has given me a gesture, seemingly. I've completely forgotten how to equip gestures. Let's get rid of polite bow. Now let's get rid of erudition. That was my puzzle-solving gesture. Very important. But I don't know if I need it for any other puzzle solves, so let's swap it out. This one's new. The Ring of Mikola, which I have not yet had the ability to try. But where would... May the best win. That's it. Confirm. No? You didn't like that? Maybe I was, like, obscured by your hat. I'll get right up on you. Now we're talking. What? Where am I? Why have you put me in this dream realm? Ooh, you've got the fisticuffs. Okay. The hell is that? I should run. I should run away from that you're charging up so sturdily. Ran out of stamina. Foolish. Foolish of me to run out of stamina. Please bleed more. Bleed more than you're bleeding. Don't run out of stamina. Oh, nice move. Nice move for both of us. You're hard on my ass. You're being very hard on my ass. Oh man, his hits are devastating. Gotcha. Whew. Seems a little unfair that he's fighting me with his fists and no potions, and I'm just... I'm a helicopter. Don't turn that into a gif. Don't you. I know what you're about to do. Okay. We're good, right? I didn't, like, kill you. That was a friendly battle? We're good, right? Dryleaf Dane. And your beautiful hat, please come back. Dryleaf Arts and Dane's hat. Oh god, he's dead. What's this? Grow not complacent. Continue to temper your strength. That is super cool looking, and I'd like to try it now. Immediatamente, please. Immediatamente. What do we got here? Oh, yeah. The way of the open hand. I love it. Got some elbow strikes, some roundhouse kicks. Alright, what do we got for like a back? Nice! A back spinning heel kick. What about a... I'm just gonna keep doing that one forever. What about a heavy? Ooh, sidekick. I feel like I'm playing Tekken right now. And I love it. What else can I do? And block? Block with my one set of fingies. That's gonna hurt if someone's got like a great sword. Ow! Mother... Nice. Sort of palm heel strike. I really want to upgrade that to its maximum and just kung fu my way through the Shadow Realm. Awesome. I love... Wow. I completely choked. I love a good gesture-based secret boss. What a treat. To the round table hold with us. Quick march. Let's see if we can spend some coinage. You saw one dude did a jumping back kick that sent a militiaman flying, and it was great. I can't wait. I can't wait to play around with that. No, don't clip it. Don't clip it or make the gif. No. Do it. Do it. Okay. Were you up here? My love. My sweet crone. Oh, you're quite dead. Quite dead indeed, but I can still apparently use your body as a sort of workbench. It's... Ooh, Rellana's helm. Fancy as hell, Rellana's armor. I haven't been checking. I know that some bosses, mostly the main quest bosses you defeat, some of their gear ends up here for purchase. But I'm not seeing the weapons. Maybe it's just in the other receive power from a remembrance rather than buying equipment. Yes. Excuse me. So we got something from the Divine Beast. And Rellana's twin blades. I am very tempted. That is a cool set. So I can probably only buy one of them. It's like 100... No, that's how many I'm holding. I was going to say, is it 180,000? It can't be. Yes. And yes. I want the twin blades. So I'd have to play through again to get the moon sorcery. But I'm no sorcerer anyway, so that's fine. Having just said that I'm no sorcerer, I do remember, loving the Frost Stomp, the base game Frost Stomp. And this seems to be an upgraded version of that, which is very tempting. Okay. We will try Rellana's twin blades, and we'll upgrade our dry leaf arts a touch more next time. I will go find some food to eat. Thank you very much. Oh, you can actually duplicate remembrances. I remember that now, in like the walking mausoleums, right? Which I've never taken advantage of. I have like all of the items from the base game walking mausoleums, but I totally forgot that was an option. Thank you for remembering me. Remembering me? What? Reminding. I love you guys. I will see you soonish back here in the Shadowlands. Take care of yourself until then. Mwah.